What if your body has been trying to warn you this whole time and you didn't even notice? I'm not talking about a loud alarm or a sudden injury. I'm talking about the quiet, almost invisible signals your body sends every day, the ones most people shrug off as just stress, getting older, or just having a bad day. The truth is, your body never goes from being perfectly healthy to seriously unwell overnight. It whispers first. It sends small changes in your energy, your appetite, even the way you think. These are the subtle clues that show up long before anything dramatic happens. Think about this for a second. How many times have you felt something just a little off, only to tell yourself it would go away on its own because you were too busy to care? That is exactly how small problems become big ones. Many health conditions, especially those related to your blood sugar, develop silently. By the time the symptoms are obvious, it is often much harder to treat. I'm Dr. Lucia Herrera, and I've spent my career helping people understand that feeling worse doesn't have to be a part of aging. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 7 silent signs your blood sugar needs immediate attention. These warnings show up early and quietly, yet they reveal a lot about what is really happening inside you. Stick with me until the end, because the final signs are the ones most people overlook completely, and they could be the ones that make all the difference. Before we dive in, if you've ever said to yourself, "I'm doing everything right and I still don't feel right," do me a favor and comment the words "me too" below. I read those comments and they help me understand exactly what you're going through. Sign number 1, unexplained weight loss. The first silent sign is something most people actually celebrate, and that is exactly why it's so dangerous: losing weight without trying. On the surface, it feels like a win. Your clothes fit better, the number on the scale drops, and you think your body is finally rewarding you. But medically, if you lose about 5% of your body weight over a few months without changing your diet or exercise, that is a massive red flag. Your body doesn't lose weight randomly. There's always a reason. When your blood sugar is consistently high, your body can't actually get the sugar, or glucose, out of your blood and into your cells to use for energy. It's like being in a room full of food but having your mouth taped shut. Because your cells are starving, your body starts burning its own fat and muscle for fuel just to keep the lights on. If you notice your weight dropping and you haven't picked up a new gym habit, don't brush it off as luck. This is the moment to stop and ask why, because catching this early can change the direction of your health. Sign number 2, thinking, memory, and personality changes. This next sign is invisible, but it's one of the most overlooked signals your body gives you. I'm talking about changes in your thinking, your memory, and even your personality. Most people brush off forgetfulness as senior moments, but true cognitive changes are not just random. They're a sign your brain is struggling to function because of what's happening in your blood. Have you ever had a moment where you couldn't focus, lost track of a simple thought, or found yourself struggling to remember something you used to recall easily? High blood sugar causes sticky blood and chronic inflammation that affects the brain. It can even change how you act. Someone who was always calm might become irritable without reason, or someone social might suddenly withdraw. These aren't just mood swings, there are indicators of disrupted brain function. If your friends or family have asked, "You're not acting like yourself lately," please pay attention. Your brain is begging you to look at your metabolic health. Sign number 3, feeling full too soon, early satiety. Have you ever sat down for a meal feeling ravenous only to take 3 or 4 bites and feel like you've eaten a whole Thanksgiving dinner? Medically, this is called early satiety. Most people blame it on a bad meal or slow digestion, but it can be a sneaky sign of high blood sugar damage. When sugar levels are high for a long time, it can damage the vagus nerve, the power line that tells your stomach to move food along. This is a form of neuropathy. If your stomach stops emptying properly, your internal fullness signals fire way too early. This doesn't just make meals annoying, it leads to nutrient deficiencies and low energy because your body isn't getting the fuel it needs. If this pattern persists, especially if it comes with bloating or nausea, it's your body telling you the wiring between your stomach and brain is in trouble. Sign number 4, the foggy windshield, vision changes. This is a big one for my patients over 60. Your eyes are incredibly sensitive to sugar. Imagine waking up and the world looks just a little softer or blurrier than yesterday. You might think you just need a stronger prescription, but it might be structural collapse happening inside your eye. After 60, your eyes lose a protective molecule called glutathione at a rate of about 8% every year. Without it, the proteins in your lens start to clump together and turn cloudy. High blood sugar accelerates this lipid peroxidation, a chain reaction of cellular destruction. It's like a foggy windshield. If your vision seems to fluctuate, blurry one day, clear the next, that's often a direct result of sugar levels affecting the fluid in your eyes. This isn't just getting old, it's a nutritional and metabolic emergency. Sign number 5, the 3 a.m. fire, nerve pain and tingling. Picture this. You're lying in bed at 3 a.m. and your feet feel like they're literally on fire. Or maybe it's your hands feeling like 1,000 invisible needles are stabbing you. You mention it to a doctor and they might say it's just age. They're wrong. Inside your body, you have 45 miles of nerves. Each one is wrapped in a protective coating called myelin, like the insulation on an electric wire. High blood sugar is like pouring acid on that insulation. It makes the coating crumble and the signals misfire. This is peripheral neuropathy. That tingling or numbness you keep ignoring, that's not minor. That's your body's emergency broadcast system sending up flares before the nerves buy. And here's a trap many don't know. If you're already on a common blood sugar medication like metformin, it can actually block the absorption of vitamin B12, which you desperately need to repair those nerves. You might be treating the sugar, but accidentally starving the nerves. Sign number 6, the blocks of ice. Do you have hams and feet that feel like heavy blocks of ice, even in a warm room? Do you wear thick wool socks to bed and still shiver? This happens because your warm, oxygen-rich blood isn't reaching your extremities. Think of your blood vessels like a garden hose. When the hose is wide and flexible, water rushes through. But as we age, and especially if our blood sugar is high, those vessels get stiff and narrow. High sugar creates sticky blood, like syrup instead of water. This sludge makes it incredibly hard for your heart to pump blood all the way down to your toes. This isn't just about being chilly, it's a sign of poor circulation that increases your risk of clots and even strokes. If you see swelling in your ankles or deep indentations from your socks at night, that's fluid getting trapped because the circulation is too weak to carry it away. Sign number 7, the lingering fever and slow healing. The final sign is your body's inability to finish the job. A fever is your body's defense system, but when a mild fever or a simple cold lingers for over a week, or a small cut on your foot just won't scab over, it's a sign your immune system is compromised. High blood sugar feeds bacteria and slows down the white blood cells that are supposed to protect you. It's like your body is trying to fight a fire, but the water in the pipes is actually fuel. If you notice you're catching every bug that goes around, or that bruise from last month is still there, your metabolic health needs a checkup immediately. What can you do right now? The science of recovery. Now, I don't want you to feel discouraged. The reason I made this video is because the story isn't written yet. Plaque can move backwards, nerves can heal, and blood flow can be restored. Your body is remarkably resilient if you give it the right tools. Here are 3 research-backed steps you can start tomorrow morning. 1. The Synergy Secret. Movement. Don't think you need to run a marathon. After you eat, while your blood sugar is rising, do just 5 to 10 minutes of gentle movement. Stand in your living room and do slow squats while holding a chair, or just march in place. This light movement acts like a spark that tells your body to produce nitric oxide, which opens up those stiff blood vessels and helps your muscles soak up the sugar. 2. The power of seeds. Instead of snacks that spike your sugar, reach for these 3. Ground flaxseed. Just 1 tablespoon a day provides fiber that slows down how fast sugar enters your blood. Always buy it ground or grind it yourself because whole seeds pass right through you. Pumpkin seeds. These are magnesium gold mines. Magnesium is critical for over 600 reactions in your body, including helping your insulin work better. Raw sunflower seeds. Pair these with a